Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to have a good time? Most of you probably saw me move the mic down a little bit. Kurt knew he was going to have me host, but he had the mic stand up here. Anyway, thank you so much, Kurt. Thank you. In case you haven't noticed, yes, I do represent the Lollipop Guild. But I just want to clarify something. I'm not 12. I know that's hard to believe, and it's a common misconception. Multiple times I've had to change my phone number because I kept getting calls from Roman Polanski. He's persistent, I'll give him that. Last week I went out to dinner and I was offered the children's menu when I'm well past old enough to buy alcohol. I took the crayons, so don't judge me. I just feel bad for my boyfriend, you know, because when people see us out together, they kind of give us weird looks like they're catching a predator. You know? But I'll tell you, I'm not ashamed that I'm older than I look. You know, I'm okay with it. But aging is a funny thing, isn't it? You know, as a kid, The Never-Ending Story was like a late 80s, early 90s movie involving Bastian and Falkor. Now, as an adult, The Never-Ending Story involves laundry and wondering why my joints hurt. Anybody hear about this Pokemon Go thing? That's an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? You know, everybody was into it and just crazy about it, but you know, I think it was good because it got people out, it got people walking and active, and that's a good thing. But just common sense, right? Watch out for things like traffic and, you know, precipices. Wait, precipices? Edges to stuff, okay? Watch out for that kind of stuff. I actually had a friend who got way too into it and went out middle of the night to go and catch this Pokemon in his area whose attack apparently involved emitting a noxious gas. And while he was into his phone, he wasn't paying attention to his surroundings, so he had a negative interaction with some local wildlife. He got sprayed by a skunk while hunting a Pokemon that emits a noxious gas. If that is not a joke that writes itself, I don't know what is. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anybody else have an iPhone?
Yes.
Yep. Mine's all right, but I have to be honest, every time they have an update for it, they just kind of ruin it a little bit. You know, it's like, oh, I hate what you've done with the place. You know, so now I've developed a phobia of updating my iPhone, an iPhobia, if you will. And like the last time I applied an update, my music would start and stop without me touching it, just all by itself. Siri would start talking to me for absolutely no reason. Forget tech support, I needed a young priest and an old priest. If it starts spitting up pea soup, I'm switching to Android. Anybody else work in an office environment? We have any fabulous survivors of corporate America here with us tonight? I mean, wonderful corporate type workers. Yeah, that's what I mean, not survivors. I need to say that. It's an adventure. It really is. Business meetings are just a freaking delight. I can't stand going to business meetings, guys. They suck. But you know what I love? Conference calls. And not just because I hate people, okay? See, I can control my mouth, believe it or not. Despite what you're seeing up here right now. I really can control my mouth. Not my face. I got no poker face. So that's why I love conference calls because, you know, every place I've worked, they were too cheap to get cameras for our computers, so they can't see the faces you're making. So I feel, honestly, that every meeting should take place via conference call, and not just because I hate people. You know, I could sit there and roll my eyes, I could be flipping them off, and they have no idea. I could even get out some one-liners if I leave my phone on mute, like, oh, Bob's talking again, it must be time to switch feet. Open your mouth wider, Bob. Maybe this time you can get both feet in. I believe in you. Anybody ever have a micromanager where they work?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord. I sympathize, believe me. I've had one and it was horrible. Like, I know I never grew to adult height. I know that, but I really am a grown woman. I don't need my manager hovering at my desk every 15, 20 minutes, okay? It's an office, not a daycare. I mean, where was the last place this person worked? Shawshank? You know, maybe Folsom? Jeez. It got so bad before the person left that I was getting ready to hire Grumpy Cat as my personal assistant. So in case you can't tell, sometimes, I get frustrated at work and I'll talk to my friends about it. And one day my friend suggested that next time you get frustrated, you go out to your car and just swear for a good 5 minutes. And then come back in, you'll feel better. And I tried it, and it worked. But guys, I gotta be honest, don't do this while you're parked next to the general population. That leads to some very awkward conversations with HR. Lynn, you were both seen and overheard shouting obscenities in your car. You want to tell us what that's about? Boy, do I! I love seeing groups of friends out tonight. That's awesome. Give yourselves a hand if you came out with friends. It's great. Wonderful. I love that. What I've noticed in my life is that every group of friends has that one friend that likes to tell everybody how to live their lives. Do you guys have that person? Gosh, you're lucky. Ooh! Blink twice if they're here with you. Your secret will be safe with me. But it comes from a good place. It does, and they mean well. But it can get kind of annoying after a while, right? You should do this, you should do that, and you should shut your pie hole, okay? That's what you should do. And what I've noticed is it's never somebody who's happy or successful. Like they're giving you relationship advice while cheating on their spouse. Or telling you how to raise children when theirs just got taken into custody by the state. Or they're giving you financial advice when they have seen more bankruptcy proceedings than Donald Trump. Get your own life in order before you come at mine. Or as my mother would put it, people in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks, you dumbass. That's not how my mother talks, it's just how I've internalized her over the past 30 plus years. Speaking of my mother, despite what I may say up here, I really do enjoy spending time with her. And one of the things that we enjoy doing together is watching baseball games, right? Any baseball fans? My mom and I are diehard Phillies fans. Yes, I know, we're sorry too. Very, very sorry, especially this season. They haven't been that great. But no matter how badly the team may be doing, I still enjoy watching the games with my mother, if for nothing else but her commentary. Here comes Ryan Howard up to bat. He ain't done shit. He's 0 for 3 as usual. Dumbass. Of course, you struck out. Go sit down, you smacked ass. Oh, and now I gotta listen to Joe Buck pontificate from his tuchus. Why don't you shut up until you know something, you smacked ass? I mute the TV and just listen to her, because she's way more interesting than those announcers.